Okay, so we're live. So this is the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition big fan discussion here. So first I'm here with my good friend Joe. We're going to talk about the film. So yeah, I'll let I'll let if you want, go ahead and share your thoughts, Joe, and I'll go after you. So you can start.
Okay, my thoughts about the Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Cut. It was very good. It really did explain a lot, especially between Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent was well balanced. Like in the theatrical
Mhm.
version, we got a lot more Bruce Wayne. We barely got anything about Clark Kent. This cut kind of balanced it out, and everything. I mean, everything. The editing was just well done, well much improved. And the criticism came from the movie from the critics, and that, and like I told everybody, I look at the critics who's, and then one thing they complained, the editing was off, and the editing was right on. Like scenes, like the Africa scenes, they explained much better in the movie. Like we understand why the Africa scene was there, and it's just all around. It explains why that Batman, including why Batman and Superman are going to fight, including why Superman has a grudge on he went to Gotham City, and it's just the whole cut. I mean, it's hard to explain. It's just so. I mean, this is pretty much right up there, right next to Man of Steel, and that, especially the Doomsday stuff, new Doomsday stuff. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
they do spoiler for you guys. They do say Berg is Lex Luthor. He's not Lex Luthor Jr.
Yeah, and I mean my thoughts is yeah, because I still like the theatrical cut. I still have a few problems with it. I mean, but I think this director's cut, I can't think of one thing to complain about, and I'm being honest. I can't think of I mean much problems. It's like my main problem with the theatrical cut was just it felt a bit too rushed, and this cut definitely did flesh out a lot of stuff. Um, and I think that one great thing about it is how yeah, because I mean you said the editing because in this one the editing is clean. It's I mean it's not all choppy and stuff, and that's great too. So and I love how they add more of Clark's stuff and him trying
I
to
don't see no
investigate about
problem.
Batman. Yeah, I mean that stuff is great. So yeah, um, but yeah, so I mean, overall, I think this director's cut is definitely the film we well, I mean, I think that we should have gotten in theaters because I mean, this is. But again, it's a 3 hour long film. I still, I mean, I would have, I mean, sat through it. But still, I know how some people, probably, can't. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I mean, I still love the things I loved before. The Batman stuff and like I mean all of him with Alfred and stuff. I love the new look of I know well I haven't really talked about this before but I love the new look of the bat of the bat mobile like I because it just feels like it's a combination between kind of like the Tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy and the classic ones that we see. um But yeah, just a great cut. I just finished it not too long ago, actually. Um, but yeah, um, so yeah, I mean, great. I mean, yeah, it was a great cut. It's definitely a lot better than the theatrical, but the theatrical cut's not terrible either. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't again think of anything much to complain about. So, whoops, never mind. But yeah, so. I mean, yeah, because I'll definitely go in more detail and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it was great. I, definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, so if you got any more stuff to say, Joe, go ahead or yeah, because I mean, I just got done, so a lot of stuff is going through my mind. So I'm like, whoa, that was awesome. I can't, it's kind of hard to, well, because I need some time to kind of to gather I guess my thoughts, I guess you could say, because there's a lot going through. I'm like, holy crap, that was great. But yeah, if you got any more stuff to say, Joe, go.
Yeah, I got more stuff to
Okay.
say in that. Especially I was going to the Doomsday stuff. We saw that there was a lot of new things. We saw the Doomsday beginning before Superman and Doomsday fought. We saw a lot of new stuff. Especially when Doomsday actually punched. We saw more punch of Doomsday in this first fight. We didn't see a theatrical version. That was pretty cool. We saw the helicopters shooting at them. We didn't see that in the theatrical version. There were like Zack Snyder says, there are a lot of things. It's just not one scene or movie. It's all around the whole film, and that's what it was. And especially that prison thing when they stabbed that one guy. So that one guy was working for Lex Luthor, the one they stabbed in prison. They killed in prison.
Yeah.
I never knew that, and then they explained that. In this cut, they explained he actually worked for Lex Luthor, um, too. And especially like the beginning of the movie, we saw some new scenes of the death family, like the death of Bruce Wayne's parents. We saw the mother like freaking out at the gun and that,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yep.
and then we saw Bruce Wayne. We saw before he saved. What was the wheelchair guy's name? Wally.
Yeah. Yeah. It was something like that.
I can't remember that, but it was before he saved Wally. He saw the whole like a big chunk of people just coming towards him. He's trying to direct them to the safe way to get out the destruction area, and that. And then I kind of noticed this that we saw a little more things before he saved the girl. Like he ran towards and the scene looked like it was kind of expanded a little bit more. I think this is what I'm going to talk about. I think Warner Bros. Want to short the film to 2 hours and 24 minutes. I'm not including the credits. 2 hours and 24 minutes. They were worried about people going more screen time in that, and they should have been worried about making a movie will make the audience happy. Like I said, I told people this movie, even if it's a 3 hour cut, this will be if this released in the theaters, and I told everybody the movie had to be 3 hours.
Yep.
To be a 3 hour movie, for a movie like this, it had to be 3 hours because you're not even going to introduce Batman. You got Wonder Woman. Especially, it's more like a Batman. I mean, this was a true Batman Superman movie. You watch this director's cut. It was like the movie that people wanted to see. This is the cut they want to see, and and I would say this is like the Watchmen director's cut.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that, I mean, I tell people I get a 10 out of 10. Like I rated the theatrical version like an 8 out of 10. After watching this, my theatrical version went way down. This one way up, and that is just like, I mean, I think the critics will like this movie more. I think more, like I tell people, the people who gave this movie a 6 or a 7, they would change their mind. The people who gave it 5 and 4, it's not going to change their mind. And that, too. Especially we saw a early picture of Lex Luthor before he met Lois Lane on the top of LexCorp building. We saw a sunrise of Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah, that was a cool shot, definitely.
Cool shot. And the Lex Luthor, they did add some new things with Lex Luthor that was very well done. And that.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, they added a lot of great stuff. Probably, because they definitely did add a lot in where I guess where I can't remember where the place is, but in the opening or towards the beginning when they're in like the desert and stuff, and then that stuff they did extend a lot there, which is probably because the scene in the theatrical felt like why was it there, I guess you could say, but this was a major important scene, and I like how they add more to the well, they do actually add one new thing, I think, to the Batman versus Superman fight is they add like a couple new shots and yeah, and they add some stuff with Doomsday and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I love how I guess because before in the theatrical cut, I would say Bruce Wayne had more screen time than Clark Kent, but now with this Ultimate cut, Clark Kent actually has more screen time, which is cool. I mean,
it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see Clark Kent get on a ferry and to Gotham City.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And I was like, this would. I mean, everything. I mean, hopefully that Chris. I know Chris Stuckman is going to do a review. I'm surprised it changes his mind a little bit. It probably wouldn't change his mind so much. It would change his mind to get a little more better rating. And
yeah.
that, dude, because his complaint. That's why I was bringing Chris Stuckman out, because he's one of the guys. Jeremy Jahns and Chris Stuckman are my two guys I actually like watching movie reviews on. And you look at Chris Stuckman, and I respect everything that Chris Stuckman does. You know, even I disagree with his reviews. Like you said, and his review, it was a mess. Like, it was like everything. Like, this film, it was not a mess. You know, it was more
Yeah.
well paced, well explained, very slow pace, and that really explained everything. I really like the Clark Kent stuff, especially we saw camera footage of Batman and LexCorp.
Yeah. Oh yep. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. We saw Batman is grappling a guy and take him up with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And they added some more stuff with Batman when he goes and tries, and well, when he saves Martha, is that he like because he, well, they did show it in the theatrical cut where he stabbed that one guy with the knife, but then they added where he walked up to like, you know, like walked up to the guy and stuff, and they actually, because they, and I think one reason why this, I guess why it's art, because Batman does do a lot of, you know, stuff. Like, I mean, I think this is the best Batman that I have seen on the screen. To, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, so because I think Ben just plays him so well, and he's just got that, you know, energy that I want, you know, to see. Yeah, I mean, in this character, and I think, I mean, you know, everything good that I said about the theatrical still stands, you know, here. Is that the score is great, the action's great, Batman is great. I mean, just, I think Zack Snyder definitely knows how to handle, I guess, I mean, the action. Because one thing is that, especially in Batman Begins, where the action and the, well, in that, even the Dark Knight sort of, the action was kind of, you know, all over the place.
Yeah.
It was kind of with the, you know, you you could barely see what was going on, but with this, I mean, I could see everything. And
Well, that's one thing I do like the Nolan trilogy. The one thing Nolan always lacked is action. His action scenes are always everywhere, like not well paced or anything. Like Batman Begins was like you can't tell. Like Batman Begins, you can't tell what he's doing.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I like Christopher Nolan. I mean, I love all his movies, man. And when it comes to his action, he just has to work on his action a little bit more. And that's why I like about Man of Steel, and that's why Christopher Nolan wanted him to direct Man of Steel, because he knows Zack Snyder's a good visualized director. He knows he can do good with action. In period, I think he's the best action director out there. Know how to make great action films.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm very happy he's doing Justice League, because we're gonna see more action just as we saw in this film. Like,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna see a tons of action. The way they explained how Justice League's gonna be is gonna be more action. It's more like it'll be more Man of Steel action pack. Like BVS was more like why these characters are fighting. That's what they did. Except that we got 1 hour of action. Yes, Man of Steel probably had a little bit more action, and that except the last hour of the action, even I know you know, it's the Batmobile car chase was added too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
And I know I was surprised. I was trying to figure what happened to that woman, and they actually explained what happened to that woman. She got pushed over by that Russian guy works for Lex Luthor in the train station. That was pretty crazy. And they added more to the nightmare scenes. That's one thing I got talked about. They added a little bit more stuff to the nightmare scenes.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because I mean they added everything that that would fix a lot of the problems people had with the theatrical cut. I thought it was great. I thought it was, you know, I maybe still need to watch it a couple more times, and of course I'm definitely gonna buy this on Blu-ray. on July
Yeah,
19th. I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Um, can't wait to
I
watch the
was
special features and all that stuff.
I was gonna tell you this. I don't know what cover I want. I want to get the Blu-ray 3D because I like the Batman versus Man flick, or do I want to get the Trinity one instead?
Yeah, cause I don't know which one I want. Cause the one like the 3D one doesn't come with the DVD though, and again I don't need the DVD,
Yeah.
but
Well,
still I
that's
get. But
well, that was with me too because do I really need a DVD? Because I have a 3D player. I mean, I have a 3D Blu-ray player that instead because I got like my Blu-ray player burned out last year. I decided to get a Blu-ray 3D, and my TV burned out last year, so I decided to get a 3D TV. That's why I buy most of my Marvel Phase 2 movies on Blu-ray 3D because of a 3D TV. I want to buy it for the like for the comic book movies instead.
mhm.
So I'm probably gonna get the 3D because I just like the Batman versus Superman, and that's what the movie is. You know, I tell people Justice League movie's gonna come out, so I'm gonna get all the Justice League characters in the slipcover too. So
Yeah, and I might because both of them come with a slipcover, right?
yeah, they both come with slipcovers and that. And
Okay.
I don't know if the 3D comes with the director's cut, and well, that I don't know for sure that was true or not. You still get the two Blu-ray discs, including the 3D disc.
Okay. So the 3D might still be the theatrical, like the theatrical cut.
3D cut because they said for some reason I'm like, okay, it's 3D. You know, maybe it's because they never released in theaters in 3D. That could have been a reason because I know a lot of people are mad about that. Except we don't know for sure that was true or not. You know.
Yeah, they should release it at least for like a week or something only or something.
I know. Especially, I mean, that's one thing drove me nuts. Is like you doing this one screen that only limited fans. You're not worried about making money. Because I would have done this. This is what I've done. I would have delayed the movie come on Blu-ray DVD for one more week and had it come in theaters like maybe this upcoming week for a weekend. Because that
Mm.
because even with movies like you got Finding Dory, yes, it's still gonna make more money. Independence Day 2, I have not seen, except it's really not challenging this movie still. And you bring it back out and you saw the fan reaction already, people saw already. They probably go pay the money to go see this movie in theaters for a week. Because
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, cause yeah, I mean this, it would definitely be cool to see this in the theater, because they are releasing it for one night only, right?
yeah, it's a screening and stuff. They don't make money off it. You
Oh, they don't
know,
make, oh, huh.
I think you just go pay for the pass for that one screening. That's what I've heard, and that I know that was true. I says, "How do you get a pass?" You know, I wanted the money. I don't understand that. That's somebody said on the notice or something like that. And it sounds like you had to go to the WB site in your local area to buy the pass, the screening pass.
Hmm.
So I don't know that money goes to WB or that money goes to the box office.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
And I always tell people this is why that Jeff Johns is the head producer because what happened to this, the new Warner Bros. Did, they knew they screwed up with the theatrical version. That's why they're bringing Jeff Johns in. That Jeff Johns has a final word. Like if Jeff Johns was like the head producer in this, he probably wanted the 3 hour cut
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, because yeah, I would have definitely liked to seen this. I mean, it definitely, because again, but as smart, as for stuff you gotta, as far as the like show times go for the theater, if it's shorter, you could fit more show times in, and I understand that, but still, I would pick a better movie over more money, I guess. But again, people could see it multiple times if they wanted
Yeah,
to. So,
yeah, that's what. Like I said, I mean, the point is that's what Warner Bros. Is worrying about. And like I said, this is why Jeff Johns took over because this is why Warner Bros. Okay, we really screwed up. Maybe we should bring a guy run the DC films and be there working with us. And that's why Jeff Johns and John Berg are working. Well, John Berg is executive producer. Jeff Johns is like a head producer. And that's why those reshoots of Suicide Squad happened because of Jeff Johns.
hmm.
because he had fixed some of the script up towards the final act. Some of the final act didn't turn out very good. Something when he didn't like that he rewrote, and so he's the head producer on Justice League too. So,
Hmm.
well, Jeff Johns still wants to stick with Zack Snyder's vision. Still, he likes Zack Snyder's vision, so they're gonna stick with his vision, Justice League.
Yeah. So let's see here. Do we get any more things to say? Cause I'll eventually um think Sean and Tavia and Josh also want to join this too. So if you got any more thoughts or stuff
Well, the one thing I do want to talk about is that this is the one thing I don't know why like I said, certain scenes shouldn't have been cut out. They could
yeah.
have left them in. They could have left them in. I think they call it rated R cut. Yes, there are some areas with probably violence. Yes, they could cut those scenes out. Except there are scenes were not violent. It was very important scenes, like the Lex Luthor Batman. Like Batman wants to send to Arkham Asylum. That hint Suicide Squad. Lex Luthor could be in Suicide Squad now. It's mentioning that as a cameo. So the way I heard that Lex Luthor is in Arkham Asylum, what that scene says, then Justin Eisberg confirmed that Lex isn't Arkham Asylum. So,
Hmm.
and I think it leads up to a Suicide Squad because Amanda Waller, you probably know this, Amanda Waller and Lex Luthor are very close.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so I won't surprise the Suicide Squad team is trying to rescue Lex Luthor out of Arkham Asylum. It doesn't turn out that the Joker gets out, so they have to deal with the Joker and that. So maybe Batman has to deal with the Joker. We just have to see how it hands out. I think it's about saving Lex Luthor. I've been saying from day one that my theory was the Suicide Squad is going to be about rescuing Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor sounds like he's supposed to be in Justice League. So the Suicide Squad is probably going to lead up what's ever going to happen in Justice League and that.
Mhm.
Too. And the Steppenwolf scene, like I said, that shouldn't even be cut out. There are certain things that cut out, like it shouldn't have been cut out. I was like, okay, that's Superman rescuing the people out of the Capitol building. Yes, that scene shouldn't be taken out. I mean, there's a lot of things I can explain. Certain scenes should be taken out. Yes, so certain scenes were based on violence. All of them aren't based on violence at all. The one thing we saw Alfred cutting wood.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that scene, and I didn't really see what he picked up. And that's where I got to watch my Blu-ray and see what he was looking at. It was something about a drawing that Bruce made about the Capitol building. And he left it for Alfred and maybe send a message that he is going after this Man of Steel. He is going to take him down. Because Bruce believes that was Superman's fault. So that's what started the controversy between the fight.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we saw like red markings or something like that, like an S of the Capitol building, and Alfred saw him like he was all shocked, like all worried, like he's trying to tell him that he can lose if he fights this guy. You know, we know how stubborn Bruce Wayne is. You can't tell him not to do what he can't do.
Yeah.
Too. I think we're gonna get more hints of Jason Todd in the new Batman movie. I think that's why we got nothing. That seems just so weird. It's so confusing why Batman look at the bat suit. Still,
Mhm.
you know, that was one thing I was hoping to show the Death family. Except Zack Snyder did confirm it. There will be flashbacks of the Death family in future DC movies. So I think Zack Snyder is still involved. I think he still has to report to Jeff Johns. He's kind of. I told people he's the Josh Whedon of the DC universe. Like Josh Whedon was involved with all Phase 2 movies.
Oh yep, yeah.
He was involved in Guardians. He was involved in everything. If you like Guardians and Captain America: Civil War and Thor: The Dark World, he was not involved in Iron Man 3. I knew that. If you like Thor: The Dark Worlds, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, Ant-Man, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Josh Whedon was involved in those projects. That's exactly what Zack Snyder is involved too.
Hmm.
And Zack Snyder was up to directing. I don't know how you know this, that Zack Snyder was up to directing Guardians.
Huh. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in between him and James Gunn. Except Zack Snyder said no because he wanted to do Man of Steel instead.
Hmm. Interesting.
And I'm really looking forward to Justice League. Like what I'm hearing about Justice League, wow, I'm really excited because I can understand why the Justice League was going to be more humorous because I mean you got the Flash,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's impossible. It's impossible to make that character serious.
Mhm.
And that, like I heard that one thing he like grabbed Batman's batarang, what they showed, and they showed a scene at Gotham building Just League, and Batman took off and told James Gordon and the Flash says that is so rude.
Hmm.
And
Huh.
that, so I'm very excited for Justice League, and I'm gonna tell people Justice League was always gonna be meant to be a little more lighter. They've been saying that even before Dawn Justice came in theaters.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see here. Huh. But yeah, so do you got any more things to say, or let's see here. I'm trying to think. There's probably a lot more. I just can't remember them, I guess.
Well, it's good that I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Let's see.
I was gonna ask you, what would you rate the film now with this ultimate cut? I'm gonna ask you about that.
Well, I would probably give the theatrical cut an 8.
Yeah,
This is yeah, because wow, I mean, I can't really think again of what if there's anything I can complain about. There's probably yeah, again, I can't really. Let's see here. Maybe you know what? I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. Um,
yeah,
because
that's
I
what
yeah.
that's what most people have been giving it. I gave it a 10 too because I mean I thought it was much improvement and
The reason why
but
it's not a 10 is just because I rarely give out 10s, so it's like and even Captain America's Civil War was a 9.5 as well.
yeah,
So, um, but yeah, um, so I would say they're about even because I don't want to compare them. I'm not gonna, because that's,
yeah. I mean once I do my Civil War review because I got a lot of people ask, well, guys, I got my old channel back based on 6 months wait for copyright strike. So Civil War review will be coming back. I'm gonna wait to review that when I get the Blu-ray 3D column back because I can process my mind and remember the things I can do. I will be
okay.
doing I will be doing my Deadpool movie review. I know I'll do it this week. It probably be sometime in July. I'm gonna get that out and I'm gonna start doing more movie reviews on my channel
Yeah.
and that. Like I want to get my Mad Max movie review out there. I want to get my Dread movie review out there, and that especially I will get X-Men Apocalypse. That I think that movie deserves a little more respect.
Hmm. Yeah. So, thanks for being on here, Joe. It was fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed doing it. I've done it Tabby before. It's just been not working. It's just been hard for me to do things lately. There's so many things going around, and that too. I do recommend people. It is out there. It is leaked online, and that too. It is the HD version leaked online. I was very surprised to find an HD version of it. It was like how I found it is my friend Joey post. I'm watching the Ultimate Cut. Okay, I'm going to this certain website. I always go, oh, it's out there. I gotta watch it. I says I had to watch it. I watched the whole 3 hours last night and I put my personal thoughts out there, and it's like I just loved it. I don't want to put any spoilers in it because I want to do my full review
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, and yeah, and I did forget to say that we did watch it online. So all of us did. Everyone that joins this hangout, Tate, yeah, yeah, Tavia, Josh, and Sean, we all watched online. Same with Joe and I. So, yeah, if you're wondering, but yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get them on here. I'm gonna send the links. So, yeah, guys, if you're watching, I'm gonna send the links now. So thanks for being on here, Joe. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, guys, I had a chance to hang out. Is this easier for me to do one-on-one? Wasn't a big group. It's just hectic over me. So this is not like nothing like ignore you guys out there or anything like that. Tavia knows I like to do one-on-one stuff instead, and group
Yep.
chat. The group chat is too much for me in that. So I always want to do one-on-one. So I told Parker that I want to do a one-on-one before you get involved in group, because I just want to tell you guys my personal thoughts and that too. And yeah, I do recommend people go check this out, or not just pick on Blu-ray. And then, like I said, I don't know which one I'm gonna get, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack or the Blu-ray 3D combo pack. Still process my head. I keep going back and forth. If you get the Blu-ray 3D, you still get the 2 Blu-ray discs, except you just get the different of the 3D version instead. And the Blu-ray DVD combo pack, you get the 2 Blu-ray discs and the DVD. Is this preference? What cover do you want to get?
Yeah. Anyway, so thanks, Joe. I'll talk to you sometime in the future. So yeah, take care, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so sending the links to Tavia, Josh, and Sean. And more people could be on here too. We will see. Okay, just sent the links. Okay, let's wait for them to join.
Okay.
Oh, there's, yeah, hey Josh, what's up?
Nothing, I'm doing good. Doing
Yeah,
great.
I'm doing good too. Let's see, how is the... what the heck is on my head? What the fuck? The fuck is that? What?
I don't...
What the hell? That was some Google effects. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, yeah. So, the Ultimate Edition. We all saw it online.
Yeah.
Here's Tavia.
Yeah.
Let's get this discussion going.
I can't really stay on it because Game of Fun about to come on.
Oh, so, okay, but yeah, I'm open for the entire night. Go ahead and make this hangout 4 hours long. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'll join after later, actually.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I need to do something here quick. So just talk amongst yourselves. Just a few seconds. 1 second.
Okay.
Alright, so, Sean, I saw your review of the Ultimate Cut. And I do agree with Sean that you do not just have a freaking theatrical version of a film and not include the extended cut for a DVD release as well.
Agreed.
Well, if Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, can have a director's cut, if Watchmen can have an ultimate cut and a director's cut, why can't we have both versions in the same film? It's like Warner Brothers. What in the heck are y'all doing? If you were running out of DVD space, you could have at least just like put the director's cut on a separate disc.
Relax.
I'm calm. But yeah, I will get the theatrical cut when it comes out. But yeah, Warner Bros. They only did put the theatrical cut on DVD just for money. But the ultimate cut is the superior version. And I think I have to say, for those who hated the original theatrical release, when you watch the ultimate cut, some people will be satisfied, some people may not be satisfied. But whatever the result is for people who hate the theatrical version, they might say the director's cut is an improvement. Because I gave the theatrical cut in my original review, spoiler and not spoiler, an epic-tastic.
Is this better? Sure. I think it's more appropriate. Yeah, it is more appropriate for this.
But I gave the extended version my seal of approval, my Joshua Drake seal of approval.
Okay, so I guess you're just talking about the Ultimate Edition then.
Yeah.
Just talk.
Yeah.
Cool.
Parker,
Okay.
Parker,
Wait,
did
what?
you get a haircut or something?
Did I get a haircut? Actually, no. My hair, I been keeping it in a ponytail for a while, so and it's still
Ah,
on, so you can't see it. Sometimes, But yeah,
I
so if I were to,
see.
yeah, my hair's long as hell. Let's see here.
I get my hair cut. So I gotta have my hair cut so I can take my senior pictures on July the 9th.
Yeah, I'm not. Let's see about high school pictures. Yeah, I remember. God, that was a terrible experience. Shit. Um. Anyway, nice glasses, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Well, I had a choice of a Superman shirt, a Batman shirt, or a Flash shirt, and I'm like, which one? I guess I picked this because it was the first one I saw. So, but anyway.
I
So, yeah.
Oh, if you just saw a blue screen, that sorry, I changed my station back to Casino Royale.
Okay. So
I'm
let's
wearing
see here.
my Tiger shirt.
Cool. So let's Ultimate Edition. We all saw it online, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, early. Josh, do you have Blu-rays or DVDs? Or I can't remember.
I own DVDs.
So you won't be able to buy the Ultimate. God, that pisses. Why don't they? I don't know.
Yeah. Sean, he even said it. Why Warner Bros. Will just have the original version and the director's cut on the standard DVD? Because Warner Bros. Wants that money.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I can think of.
I will buy the theatrical version, but this to me, the ultimate cut is the superior version. It is an improvement over the original cut. It's not a vast improvement, but I think anyone who hated the original theatrical edition will be pleased. Because I know for a fact, Parker, you used to hate the movie the first few times you saw it. The first time you saw the movie, Parker, you hated it. But now you've seen the extended cut, you like the movie a lot more.
Yeah. It's definitely well, because the first rant I did, I actually re-upload. Well, I did actually upload a lot of older stuff yesterday, I think, and a few of those were some Batman vs Superman rants and stuff. And of course, they were older, and that was when they first came out, or I mean, the film. And after seeing the theatrical cut twice, I liked it even more. But then watching this Ultimate, actually after seeing the final cut of this, this is definitely. I mean, geez, I can't think of much to complain about because my problems with the theatrical cut are kind of gone. I mean, I like. I mean, yeah, the editing is improved a lot. The kind of how it felt rushed overall, it definitely improved. Some certain just like I mean, a lot of stuff has improved, and I think if you hated the film, still hate it, and you haven't seen the Ultimate Cut, then I don't know if you would like the Ultimate Cut or still hate it. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt, but I went to get this just so I can make a point. Okay, you see how this says 4-disc special edition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't they do that with the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings films? Have 4 discs.
Okay, but let me finish though. Let me finish. Okay. What does this contain?
Whoa,
The
2 discs.
theatrical cut, that's the director's cut edition.
Exactly. Even this one contains both versions.
But question, Sean, what year did that DVD come out?
Technically 2006.
That was 10 years ago, and DVDs have changed, and that's the problem, is that they're not... There's less 2-disc stuff that's brand new, and they're, so that's why. But yes, back then, DVDs were in the spotlight. Now it's Blu-ray, so...
DVDs should be having more of the 2-disc stuff
Yeah, but there is some
Even the
studios
Blu-ray
that still do that.
The Lego Movie has freaking 2 discs, and I like that movie.
Mad Max Fury Road with the DVD, it had 2 discs, right?
And Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer did the
But like, I'm
Cosmic
gonna buy
Edition.
that. I'm kidding.
I would like to get the Mad Max Fury Road Special Edition because that's my favorite Mad Max.
Well, I have the Blu-ray and the Steelbook, so yeah.
So if you've seen my Mad Max reviews, Parker, you know I hate the third one.
Yeah, and I don't, because I respect your opinion on the third one. I just don't really understand why you hate it. I mean, it's it's definitely not my favorite. It's my least favorite out of the 4 films. But I don't hate it though. I mean, it's a 7 out of 10, I guess. It's not. It's solid. It's not the worst thing ever. It's good, but not great, I guess. But anyway, that's a completely other topic.
That's completely our topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then, DVDs used to have spotlight, 2 discs, everything.
Yeah, because all the
Studio-
Spider-Man films are 2 disc. Well,
All
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man films, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, the 2 Matrix sequels, all the films in the Star Wars prequels, Transformers 1 and 2, X-Men 2 had 2 discs. But now sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, that it just sucks to not have the original theatrical release and not have the extended release on the standard DVD. That sucks.
Yeah.
And what I really liked about the Ultimate Cut was that they put the cameo back in the film, Barbara Gordon's cameo.
That's not Barbara Gordon. It's a different character, sadly.
And I also like before it shows Lex Luthor in jail, it shows him in, I think it's water. It's not. It doesn't look like water. It looks like blood.
Oh, it was that one deleted scene that Warner Brothers, their channel, released on YouTube. I saw that before. Yeah, that scene. Yeah, they have that right after Superman dies. Spoilers, but again, if you are,
But the African subplot could have been taken out completely.
Thank you.
Well, they actually expanded a lot of that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, I'm happy they did that. But honestly, this movie would have served better had it been a direct sequel to Man of Steel and have Superman be on trial for those events, not just contrive this whole stupid subplot.
I'm not saying I like that subplot, but okay. I mean...
And Sean, I agree and I disagree with you on a lot of stuff. But the Justice League stuff, I actually like.
Because here's the thing, though. When this movie was being made, they were saying they were going to apologize for the mistakes that Man of Steel made, which is why they say that certain areas have been emptied, etc., etc., etc. So why not actually follow through on that by having this movie be catapulted off of those events of Man of Steel?
Yeah.
They're only mentioned, and then just gone.
Yeah, now I see what you're talking about. That's all. Yeah, I think. And originally this movie was supposed to be 4 hours long.
Which actually, Joe said that was apparently not true. That was some false thing. That it wasn't 4 hours, I guess.
Well, apparently, as of a few months ago, they said it was.
Well, who knows? I don't believe anything.
Who knows, really?
Now until I, whatever.
Honestly, the director's cut is the version that I thought should have been released in theaters, and so is the director's cut.
Definitely. This extended cut was an improvement over the original theatrical version.
I just hope we get an extended cut of X-Men Apocalypse because there were a few things cut
We're
out.
not. Singer's already said there's not going to be one.
I remember the one thing where when Avengers: Age of Ultron was coming out, is like, yeah, there's gonna be a theatrical, no, I mean an extended cut on Blu-ray, and there,
Yes, that
there was absolutely,
what the heck,
yeah, there was none
Marvel?
on that. Wait, what?
I'm blaming Marvel for not having the extended cut of Age of Ultron.
Because there's stuff in the trailers that you never saw in
It's
the.
not even in the film. It's like, but at least Age of Ultron is not like lame Forestick, which, oh god, Fox needs to release the director's cut of that movie. But I doubt it. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic here.
It's cool.
Who knows, man? Who knows what Hollywood is incapable of anymore?
But hey, at least Deadpool 2 starts filming early, so I can give Fox credit for that.
True.
Next, but yeah, this, like I said and what you said in the review, this version is the version that should have got released. I know if people would have just been bored out of their minds with the Ultimate Cut, but hey, at least the Ultimate Cut fiction has stuff in a lot of stuff. Even though I do love the theatrical version, I thought the Ultimate Cut is still great.
Okay, I just thought of this. Now, tell me if this sounds familiar to you at all. A studio wanting to have a shorter movie because they think would be a much faster pace instead of a movie that actually makes more sense. Does this sound familiar to anybody at all?
Kind of in certain ways, but not in total.
Are you talking about this movie?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Gotcha. Really? Yeah. Because
I mean, okay, just because you're the same actor, doesn't mean you need the same situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of, Affleck killed it.
He killed it as Daredevil and Batman. I can't wait for his solo.
I'm talking about primarily as Batman.
Yeah, I can't wait for his standalone movie. I can't wait to see him in Justice League. Henry Cavill is still good as Superman. Please bring him back for Justice League.
Yeah, about that.
Well, it's still a rumor, like you said, or that's.
Still, I'm just saying. Yeah, about that. There's a rumor that Superman might be the villain.
If they do that, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, here's the reason why I'm not. I would be kind of pissed, okay, but it's probably. I don't think they might go this route, but they could. I don't know. Is that Superman? There was parts where he would be, I guess, the bad guy or whatever, where he would go evil and just start destroying shit. And I forgot why. It was some comic issue or maybe even an animated something. I can't remember. But yeah, I do remember that happening.
Yeah. In Superman 3, they had Superman be evil, and they blew it.
Okay, let's not talk about that train wreck.
Yeah.
Actually, that scene between was actually great, I think. But the film was shit. I'll say that.
Yeah, the only good part in that movie was the junkyard fight.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
And I still go by what I think of Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot is still so awesome. And in Justice League, she's gonna have her costume is gonna be updated a little bit, and she's gonna have the lasso of truth.
She kind of had that in this.
Yeah, what I don't get is that you have the Flash, Cyborg, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, but you leave out Green Arrow and Green Lantern.
Okay. Firstly, they're just starting the team, so we may get more members in sequels. Secondly, as much as I liked those cameos, They had no purpose in this movie.
And- yeah, and Lex Luthor is supposed to be in Justice League.
Oh, and speaking of, they say, or at least Bruce, as Batman says, that he paid to have Lex transferred to Arkham. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he transferred to Arkham Asylum.
That was awesome reference.
I wonder if the Joker was sent to Arkham Asylum in The Dark Knight. Because
In the novelization for Dark Knight Rises, the reason why Joker is not in the movie is because they state that he's the only inmate in Arkham. All the rest of the inmates were moved to Blackgate.
yeah. Even though I'm very anticipated for Suicide Squad, I will have to agree with you that Jared Leto won't be as good as Heath Ledger, but Will Smith, I think, is going to be great because I love Will Smith. Margot Robbie's going to be awesome as Harley Quinn, and Jai Courtney's going to be in it.
Why aren't you? And then actually, I do know why you're not excited for Suicide Squad. Because you don't know nothing about the characters. Is that what you said?
Well, that and the fact that they went into reshoots. And normally when you do reshoots, it means movie bad.
But still, just
these movies in trouble.
To make the movie funny, to make the movie have more humor.
But okay, reshoots don't mean a bad thing all the time. So just because they announced they did reshoots, I'm not seeing the film, not seeing it. No, it's gonna be garbage.
I never said I wasn't going to see it. I just said I wasn't going to see it in theaters. I may rent it or something, but I'm not going in theaters for it.
Well, I still like it. Whatever.
Well, if I do an early review of it, if you do plan on seeing it, I might think the movie may be good enough to see in the theaters, but if I find it okay, I will recommend it as a Redbox rental. Time will tell.
Yes, time will tell.
And even though I did like the end fight, you could have waited to have Doomsday in a Man of Steel sequel.
Yeah, Doomsday had no point in this movie. He was just there to kill off Superman, that's it.
But Doomsday is played by an actor through motion capture.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You know what they could have done? Cut out all the Justice League stuff in the Doomsday fight.
Thank you.
And would have had that Batman versus Superman fight longer, or have a second one, or have it.
Batman v Superman on a cliffhanger like that, and not introduce Wonder Woman.
Well, would you still have her in the film? I don't know.
Well,
probably for a small cameo.
For a small cameo,
if anything.
But as the movie stands, I'm kind of happy that she's in this film, because we don't need to know her origin, because we got that movie next year. And what you and Sean thought of a better way to end Batman v Superman, I agree, but I would have done it with, okay, remember in the old archive live stream that Parker uploaded yesterday of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice?
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking about the end fight, Doomsday, like, you could have just introduced Aquaman in the film and just have him, or have Wonder Woman stab him.
Yeah. Like, instead of Superman doing it, couldn't, like... yeah, but again, it just gives him a reason to die, which, watching his death again, like, you know, on the Ultimate Cut, it was... I mean, I guess I'm not as pissed about it as I was before.
Yeah, me seeing it again is pretty devastating. It's just as devastating as Optimus Prime's death in Revenge of the Fallen.
I died for your sins.
But But yeah.
I couldn't resist.
In Dark, yeah. But yeah, I do agree Doomsday was shoved in here for no. It's just like with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, when you brought Green Goblin in here just to go for win.
Thank you.
What's the point? Why would you do that?
Fan service.
Pointless, in my. Just like putting Venom in Spider-Man 3, if you're not going to use him effectively.
Okay,
I don't.
that was not Raimi's fault. That was the studio.
I don't get it. I can't blame Sam Raimi. He made the Spider-Man 3 he wanted to make. It should have been great. It should have been the best one, but I still love it.
Going forward, I'm a little worried about Justice League because it was originally supposed to be 2 movies, but now they're condensing it all into 1. So I'm a little worried based on that.
No, they're still going to do 2 movies. It's just both films are just going to have a different story.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm saying is it was originally supposed to be a 2-part movie, but now it's supposed to be first film and then sequel. If that makes any sense.
And I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because they're just recalling Part 2, the sequel, because it would, if Age of Ultron was called,
Avengers,
yeah,
Age
Part
of
2.
Ultron, Part 1 and Part 2.
No. I mean,
Avengers
have the
Infinity
first one would be they're not condensing stuff as far as I know. They're just renaming the films. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Aquaman's gonna be in it. Mera is gonna be in it, which is Aquaman's love interest, and I know who William Dafoe is playing. He's playing Aquaman's second in command, I think.
Who, I guess. But yeah, as far as this Ultimate Cut, I liked how it fleshed out certain aspects of the film. Like, we kind of get to see why Clark wants to sort of fight Bruce at the end, because he's kind of following this trail of this Gotham vigilante, and he's talking to all these people and finding out more about him. So I like that subplot. And I will admit that as much as I don't like the Africa subplot, I will admit that does get fleshed out more by having Jenna Malone in the movie and her being the one that kind of identifies the bullet.
Yeah, and also what I really love about this Ultimate Cut is that even though I like the theatrical cut, I do have to admit Superman felt like he was underused a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because honestly, the theatrical cut just felt more like a Batman movie if you think about it.
If the Ultimate Cut was released in the theaters, it would have gotten great reviews. It would have got a certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
It would have had better reviews, put it that way.
And it would have made $1 billion.
The reviews would have been better, put it that way.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone's coming back for Justice League. Barry Allen, Cyborg, J.K. Simmons, he's playing Nuidus Volko, William Dafoe is.
I was going to say, because Simmons is playing Gordon.
And then there's a villain called Steppenwolf. He's the Darkseid's uncle.
I've heard that somewhere.
So Zack Snyder, he said that there would be 2 distinctive separate films, and not one film split into 2 parts, but both of them are going to be standalone stories. So,
okay.
Clear.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm just going to blame the hothead executives at Warner Bros. For this, but why in the fuck would you kill Jimmy Olsen off in the first 20 minutes?
Yeah, why would you do that?
I mean, I have nothing against him being a CIA agent, but why the fuck would you kill him off in 20 minutes?
I don't know.
Newsflash, people. As far as the movies, Jimmy Olsen is a major player. In this, he amounts to a cameo.
He's even a major player. In this movie, even though you hate this film.
I said the movies.
Yeah. Did you freaking kill him off in Batman v Superman: The Ultimate Cut?
Wait, okay, now wait, no, wait.
Serious?
Problems are coming back to me. Problems are coming back. Thanks for reminding.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I
Don't,
think,
don't let the problems destroy your enjoyment of the.
No.
I think it might.
No, they're not, but I got two things. It's still, okay, even though Jesse Eisenberg's Lex is apparently his son, his performance is just a bit, it's, he's just,
Odd.
yeah, odd would be a good way to, to say it, I guess. And also, and as you guys said, killing off him would be, it's like, yeah, I don't understand why they decided to do that or who decided, I don't know why.
I'll give Jesse Eisenberg credit though. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, Eisenberg tried, but the material let him down, basically.
But in Justice League, he's I've heard that he's gonna be more serious and less campy.
God, I hope.
I hope so too, because honestly, Bryan Cranston should have freaking played this part, Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but then I'm pretty sure they would have given Cranston the same exact character.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't matter who they got to play the character; he'd still been the same performance.
But probably my biggest positive about this Ultimate Cut is that the fight between Superman and Batman is more longer. It's a lot more longer.
Not by much, really.
Not by much.
All that I noticed is we only get one scene.
And I also do love a lot more. The warehouse scene is even much more intense.
Mm.
Ultimately, the warehouse scene is probably one of my favorite parts of the movie when they go save Martha.
Oh yeah.
Besides the whole fight.
Okay, and speaking of that scene, speaking of the Martha scene though, a lot of people like to complain about how, oh, the scene was pointless. Oh, it's just a coincidence that their mother's names are Martha and getting to her. Okay, but think of it this way. That scene does kind of have a purpose if you think about it, because having Bruce have the flashbacks of his parents' death, it makes him realize, wait a minute, I'm going too far. This is not how my parents would have wanted me to live, and also, I'm about to do to somebody else what someone had done to me. To take away, I am taking away someone's loved one, someone's loved one. And not to mention seeing Lois there makes him realize, wait a minute, this guy is not as horrible as I think, or he's being made out to be, because if he has a mother and possibly a wife, that means this guy is more human than I've been led to believe.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, thinking about that scene is
so
more.
I can understand people's problems with that scene, but it makes sense, overall. Especially if you work in the flashbacks that Bruce has of his parents' death.
Mhm.
Yeah. I gotta try and see the extended cuts of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings because I'm reviewing those movies.
Oh, dude, the extended cuts are good.
Yeah.
At least I think so.
If you're gonna ask anyone, of course you should ask me. Of course I'll stop bragging. Of course I'm the nerd of this stuff. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Sean, did you buy the extended editions you were trying to get for, I think, Two Towers and Fellowship, I think?
Not yet. I'm still trying to find them.
Okay, well, I don't understand why you can't find them. Go on Amazon, eBay, just anywhere online.
That's where I found the other two films. And it sucks that I only have the theatrical version of the first film instead of the theatrical version of the other two. I did have the other two though.
But also, I have to have the money, Parker.
Well, yeah, so if you're trying to search for them, you would have cash anyway, so...
True.
Rampart for life. I agree and I disagree with Rampart for life on a lot of things. But man, Parker, he is too hard on this movie. He is too hard. I'm gonna have to disagree with him. Parker, he's too hard.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'll disagree with him too, but I mean, I'm not gonna
But I
get pissed.
respect his opinion. I respect his opinion.
Yeah, I also respect his opinion. Jeez, look at all this crap. Jeez, this tab has been loading for like, oh wow, what the hell?
Wait, which tab?
It's this tab for some page. It's just a YouTube
Because
page. It's just been
yeah,
taking a while to load. I don't know why.
I've been editing reviews and watching movies all day. Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions on
Hmm.
AMC. Casino Royale, which I'm watching now, and I've edited all the correct Bond reviews. I defended Spectre though.
Yeah, you're doing great on your Bond reviews and your Halloween reviews, of course, too. I commented on, I think, maybe on your
It's my
Halloween. I might have commented on one of your Halloween reviews. I can't remember.
I've reviewed all 5 Terminator films, and I'm still got the Transformers reviews requested by Parker and Sean.
Okay, cool. But yeah, do we? I guess you want to give just final thoughts and then score or whatever.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
My final thoughts. I'll go first. Okay. Aside from the stuff I said that could have been taken out, like the desert subplot, the stuff with Doomsday could have been taken out, all that stuff, I still really enjoy this movie. Even though it does have its share of issues, of course, what film doesn't? As far as the theatrical cut, I would probably give it about a 8.5, and then this extended cut, I would give probably a 9.5. Yes.
Okay, Josh, go ahead.
Now, the Ultimate Cut, like I said, is a vast is definitely an improvement over the theatrical version. I have no problems with this new cut. It makes a whole lot more sense, and I think anybody who hated the original
Theatrical
theatrical
cut?
version should be pleased.
Yes.
Who knows? Because you can't please everybody. But on a scale of 1 to 10, the theatrical cut still has a 9 out of 10. Director's cut, 10 out of 10. But as part of my rating system, I still go by what I gave the movie, the theatrical version, my rating system, which was an epic-tastic. But the Ultimate Cut is getting my Joshua Drake rainbow seal of approval.
Nice.
Okay, so me, yes, I mean, the action's great. Ben Affleck is the best Batman. The score is fantastic, just like Man of Steel. The score is amazing. I love it. Just the acting's great. The directing's great. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Still, like I said, Lex, that's probably my main issue. But, I mean, again, I'm going to have to agree with what Sean said with this Ultimate Cut. It's a 9.5 out of 10 for me. And the theatrical would be like an 8. Oh, there's Joe.
I came back.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Joe, what up?
What's going on?
Life.
Life, yep. Yeah, that's definitely happening. Anyway, so...
Yeah, those are my ratings for Batman v Superman, both the original and director's cut, and in my opinion, on this film is not changing. No matter what the critics say.
I know you guys noticed that James West made a thought video by Rotten Tomatoes.
Mhm.
Ron Compels, I hate him.
Yeah, he says nobody really should take. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes is good sometimes. Sometimes, you know, this is like 50-50.
They are a broken system.
Yeah, you know, what's so funny? Who owns Rotten Tomatoes? Warner Brothers.
What the fuck?
Are you freaking kidding me?
Yes.
Really?
I looked up one day. One of my friends said this. Like, yeah, Warner Brothers. Are you seriously? So like,
You
okay.
freaking-
I said, okay, you had your own film come out, and you had your own website to own your own film.
That's crazy.
Methinks Warner Brothers does not believe in this movie then.
Warner Brothers, they believed in this film.
I think
guess-
they did, like I said during my video today, that Warner Brothers has got too much involved, and like I talked to Parker earlier today, that this is why Jeff Johns is the guy who's involved, that Warner Brothers will trust him, like Jeff Johns has a final word now, that like Jeff Johns, if he was like a producer in this film, if he liked the 3-hour cut, he would tell Warner Brothers, you guys put me in charge. I want the 3-hour cut in theaters instead. So if Jeff Johns was a head producer by that time, that we would probably gotten the 3-hour cut as the main 3-hour theatrical version that we liked.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Okay.
too. So what was your guys' thoughts? I know I just joined the call on it. What was your guys' thoughts about the theatrical version? Because I just want to hear all you guys' opinions.
Josh, you can go first.
I still love the theatrical version, though I do admit the theatrical cut does have some issues. Superman is underused.
In pretty much his own movie.
Yeah, this movie does have some choppy editing, but I only noticed one editing problem, and that's when Alfred is talking to Bruce. But the director's cut is great. It's awesome. It's an improvement. And
What was your thoughts? Okay, you can keep going ahead, Sean. I mean Josh.
And I think anyone who hates the theatrical cut will probably may or may not like this cut. It depends. But that's my opinion, though.
Okay. Hey, Sean, what was your fully opinions about the director's cut and that? Because I'd like to hear your opinion too.
Okay. I actually enjoy the theatrical cut. I think there's a little bit choppy edits and it's kind of butchered a bit, we'll say that, but thoroughly enjoyable. As far as this director's cut, or extended cut, whatever you want to call it, I consider this a massive improvement. Though some of my problems with the actual cut still stands though. But still, this is an improvement overall because the Africa subplot where Lois is trying to discover who created this bullet and whatnot, that gets a little bit fleshed out a bit. People being conflicted over Superman is he doing the right thing? Should he do the right thing or whatever? That gets a little more fleshed out. I just really enjoy this this extended cut because it feels more complete. It fleshes a lot of stuff out, and it's just way more fun than I think that. I mean, not that I didn't have fun with the theatrical cut, but this one I think is more fun, more well paced, and just all around an improvement.
And we all admit that the director's cut is the version that should have been released in the freaking theaters.
Yes.
But no,
Well, that's
Warner
what I
Brothers
said.
want
This is what I
the same thing as
this
this
is
movie.
what I told. That's what I told Parker, that this is like the Watchmen director's cut over again.
Yeah. And I have recently seen the director's cut of Watchmen.
So did I.
Because he actually saw the theatrical version in theaters. I liked it. I mean, I gave it 28. When I saw the theatrical version of Watchmen, my ratings went way up higher.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Like I said, I know you heard, like you already heard, my thoughts, Joe. But yeah, I mean, I love it. Can't wait to. Heck, I'll even, because I want to just watch it again, like but I might wait until the Blu-ray. I don't know. Plus, it'd be cool to check out all the special features on the Blu-ray too.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'm
sucks.
sorry. I'm not. It's not my fault. I upgraded to Blu-ray. Blu-ray.
It freaking sucks that there's no special features. There's gonna be any special features on the
Parker,
freaking.
I don't blame you. I blame Warner Brothers
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, blame them.
because they're the ones that are distributing it.
Yep.
This is what I say to Warner Brothers.
I did.
Ouch, man.
I was
Yeah,
talking.
that's right.
I was talking to Parker about this, and that we're talking about the Clark going to Gotham City, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll admit
yeah.
that was cool.
I like that part.
I like how Clark, I guess you say, actually got more to do in this movie.
That's what. That's
In what's
what
supposed to be his own sequel.
That's why I told Parker that you look at you watch this director's cut, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent were well balanced. You saw both of them about the same amount of time, this director's cut. That I know a lot of people got upset about that they pushed Superman Clark Kent to the side to put more Bruce Wayne. And remember that rumor said we're going to see more Batman and more Bruce Wayne? Well, that rumor came real true. And that Warner Bros. Probably felt, oh, we'll put more Bruce and more Batman, that, oh, we're going to make more money. Except, you got to think about it. This time you're going to have Clark Kent and Superman, that a lot of people will love Man of Steel. A lot of people love Man of Steel. And you don't push that character aside, that people who love Man of Steel.
Well, I think one of the reasons why they probably put more emphasis on Batman in the theatrical cut is because if you take the Donner cut out of existence for a minute, Batman has had more movies released than Superman has. So Batman's been their most profitable character.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's why they put the emphasis on him.
Superman also is profitable too.
Well, Josh, I'm saying if you take the Donner cut out of existence, Batman has had more theatrically released movies.
Oh yeah.
So he's probably the more profitable. That's why they
9 movies.
put emphasis on him.
Yeah, but to me, Batman and Robin, because so much I hate Batman and Robin, that movie doesn't count. I just go right on to the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Batman has had 9 movies, including the 1966 movie.
I thought you'd be talking about Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, and there's even actually a film before there's one in black and white, right? It's old as hell, and it was. Yes, there's been like 10 or so Batman films.
Yeah, that's Crease 10.
Oh, and I just saw
the black and white Batman movie.
I also count Batman, Mask of Phantasm.
And speaking of that movie, they kind of... Okay, speaking of the Mask of the Phantasm, they kind of even dropped that word in this movie. Where they say, where there's a line of dialogue, and they say Phantasm. They're like, aha, Mask of the Phantasm reference.
Well, just because they say the word phantasm, that doesn't mean it's a reference.
I will take what I can get.
Okay, you go right ahead.
Blah.
Blah what?
Well,
I
we
don't
can kind
know.
of confirm in Batman on Justice that we know Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor, is not Junior no more because they kind of point that out in the movie that the reason it is called LexCorp pretty much based on his father. You want to call it LexCorp based on his son, Lex Luthor. That we
Yeah.
can kind of point that out that Junior does not exist, so he is the real Lex Luthor.
And even on that invitation
So,
that
my prediction, reason Lex Luthor is owning his especially that reason Lex Luthor's young, I think his dad died young, so he was probably handed the company based on his family as a young age.
well, even
And
oh wait,
because I know it was a rumor going around that Lex Luthor's dad died young, and
well, even the invitation that Alfred gives
Lex
to Bruce.
Luthor,
Oh wait.
yeah. And so, what is the Suicide Squad now? Because he's gonna be sent to Arkham Asylum.
All I'm saying about the next DC Extended Universe movie after the next one that comes out this year, you make him the villain, and I'm really gonna be ranting.
Dude, all I can say is I hope not. But also the Lex Luthor thing, I read online, or I saw in the movie that the invitation that Alfred gives to Bruce doesn't even say Junior on it, it just says Alexander Luthor. So there's another confirmation right there.
Oh yeah, another confirmation right there too. And that there were like so many, like the end and then the Alfred thing you mentioned. There were 2 Easter eggs Lex Luthor. So, that like, I'm really interested with Suicide Squad. You know.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I know one person is not anticipated for it, but at least try to watch the movie with an open mind. But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be heading out, guys. I have another friend and wants to talk to me. So,
Okay, cool.
All
Have
right.
fun, Joe.
So I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Bye.
Okay, so I guess we can end it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we were gonna end it, and then Joe came in, which was fine, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can find me on my channel, Future Filmmaker 940. Also, my links to Facebook, Twitter, Letterboxd, Internet Movie Database, and Instagram are all on my channel. And you can stay tuned for more reviews.
Yep.
Yes.
Because I'm on Letterboxd now.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, anyway, okay, well, yep, thanks for watching. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I know Tavia said he would join later, but I guess he was watching some Game of Thrones episode. I can't remember. I think that's what it was. But anyway, so yeah, this was fun. Can't wait to pick up the Ultimate Edition on Blu-ray on July 19th. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Take care. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you in my next review or thing, whatever. Take care. Later. Bye.
Bye bye.